Welcome to Carruthers Memorial Park, located in Clearview Township, Ontario, Canada, and within the Nottawasaga Valley watershed. Flowing through the parklands is the Mad River. This watercourse may appear peaceful, but underneath it tells a story of motion, energy, and resilience. Like many rivers across Ontario, the Mad River has been narrowed, straightened, dredged, and disconnected from its floodplain. The result? Erosion, poor habitat, and a system struggling against itself. Now, efforts are underway to begin restoring this section of the Mad River. Led by Nottawasaga Valley Conservation Authority, this restoration work is part of a multi-year initiative to bring back natural function, stability, and ecological diversity to the river corridor. Today, the project team leads, Paul Villard and Laura Wensink, explore the site post-restoration and discuss the importance of continuing to restore the Mad River for both the local community and the river itself.
I'm Paul Villard, Principal Geomorphologist at GEO Morphix.
And I'm Laura Wensink, River Restoration Technician at Nottawasaga Valley Conservation Authority. We were seeing for many years pieces of the bank just crumble and fall in. There was mowing of short grass all the way up to the riverbank. And this was just causing a lot of destabilization and a lot of trees falling into the river at this site. And this is such a wonderful park, and there's so many people who deeply care about this. So we were able to stabilize this rock wall and then invite the public back. So some of these seedling trees that you see behind me were planted by members of the local community here, including Friends of the Mad River, who has helped us fundraise for this project and help us implement some of the tree planting.
In areas like Carruthers Memorial Park, where footpaths and infrastructure are nearby, targeted efforts are made to reduce erosion. Here, crews have installed vegetated buttressing, a technique that stabilizes the banks using native plants and low-impact armor.
The boulders are actually granitic. They were brought from off-site to provide an erosion-resistant material. In between that is layers of native species, willows and dogwoods, that build a matrix around those boulders. And they provide a lot of habitat benefit, such as organic inputs.
Through geomorphic assessment and aerial analysis, and based on the sediment regime and hydraulics, we identified that the Mad River wanted to occupy multiple low-flow paths over time. However, legacy land use, infrastructure encroachment, and channelization efforts had confined the river, reducing habitat diversity and increasing erosion risk. This restoration approach is focused on creating conditions for the river to heal itself over time, by restoring its natural tendency towards a multi-path system. This restoration approach provides more than erosion mitigation. It also benefits the aquatic species that inhabit this river system. Having multiple low flow paths means more opportunities for cooler water due to an increase in shade from vegetation. Additionally, a multi-path river system provides for different hydraulic regimes, allowing a diverse fish community and different age classes within the same watercourse. To further benefit fish species, we reintroduced boulders to the river. Installing boulders like this isn't just an aesthetic choice, it's biomimicry.
What likely happened is, as part of the dredging process, boulders were likely removed from the river system to be used in other locations. So bringing the materials back in and putting them back into the system creates habitat that would have been here originally. I'm standing next to one of the boulders that we installed. On the day of selection, Fred Dobbs from NVCA, Rumble excavation staff, and myself picked out boulders that we thought were appropriate and optimal for improving habitat. They have a slanted front, which allows the flow to come up and split around the rock. In that area, material can be trapped on the front. We get imbrication, and finer materials are being collected on the front of the boulder. We have a sharp break on the downstream side. Why is that optimal? Because it allows eddies to be shed from the boulder. And it also creates a larger recirculation zone below the boulder or downstream of the boulder. Why is that advantageous? It provides a low velocity area for the fish. One of the great things about this is it means the food comes to the fish. We have the main flow coming down, carrying detritus in suspension. Those materials are brought around the sides of the eddies. The fish can dart out and collect materials or collect the materials that are being recirculated in the eddy itself. That, in my opinion, provides for optimal habitat in this area.
Through low-impact bank stabilization techniques, restoration of the river's multi-path system, and the reintroduction of aquatic habitat features, we can assist the river in returning to a healthy equilibrium, one that is beneficial for the local community members who visit the park and the aquatic species that reside there. This restoration project reflects a shift in how we work with water, not by controlling it, but by creating the conditions for it to thrive.